Hello, back again for another live watch along for the Brisbane Roar and Central Coast Mariners. So thank you guys for tuning in. What's that Central Coast Mariners logo? Looks like a wave and a soccer ball. Yeah, a bit of a strange logo there. Close this one down, get this up, and are you able to see this alright? Comment below. How's everyone doing? Nice to see everyone in here, nice and early. We've got this Brisbane Roar and Central Coast Mariners match being played today. And I also did a recent coronavirus special stream there, so thank you for those guys that checked that one out. And if you haven't done so already, check it out on the replay. But, yeah, we got Brisbane Roar and Central Coast Mariners for this A-League match. So Brisbane Roar are the favourites. So you take this one down at $1.57. That's $5 for Central Coast Mariners and $4 for the draw. So Brisbane Roar are playing at home. This game is going ahead as scheduled, but tomorrow's matches, Sunday's matches, might be impacted because of this ongoing coronavirus issue here, in terms of being in front of no fans or not being played at all. Still has to be wait to be seen. So for Brisbane Roar, got Jamie Young in goal, got Neville, Aldry, and Gillespie in defence. Got Hingett, got O'Neill, O'Shea, Bryant in the midfield. Got McDonald in main and McTominay up top. For Central Coast, got Tamari, got De Silva, got Jurek, got Harold, got Steinis, got Kim, Clisby, Tongi, Gordon, Miller, and Barigi. For Central Coast Mariners. And these are some of the substitute options. This is for Brisbane Roar, and this is for Central Coast. Matt Simon, the notable player here. And manager, Fowler, and Straight Sick for Central Coast. So if you guys can see me, feel free to comment some thoughts there. Don't have any other updates, any other comments. Just those other couple that was done recently, but got 2 people watching me at the moment, so get involved. Give me a hi, give me a hello, so I know that the comments are coming on fine on my phone there, as it's the first week trying out this OBS Studio website there. Still having a few different technical difficulties, but getting the hang of it. Now, using this flashscore.com website there, so a few different key matches got highlighted. The Black Caps also in action against Australia, 42 for 1, trying to chase down 258 in that stadium ground there in Australia. Only other live match I managed to find was a couple of Russian teams playing. So Dalgo Punadi for Russia got a 1-0 lead. And there's some upcoming Australian NPL games, South Australian and Victoria, as well as the Brisbane Premier League. But for the most part, we'll stay updated with this Brisbane Roar and Central Coast Mariners game, of course. So if we have a look, a bit more detail into this match. So it's $1.50 according to some live Bet365 odds. $4.50 for the draw, $6 for Central Coast Mariners. And got BT Sports as a TV channel option and Bet365. So I got 4 people in here there now. So hello guys, just give me a comment, give me a hello, something, so I know that you're there. Otherwise might have to refresh the phone updates there. There's no comments that are coming through at this moment of time. Just close this tab down, have another look. Nice websites. Okay, got some comments there from Gatman, so they're not quite loading up, so I just have to refresh it. So just have another look. See if your comments are coming through. There we go. Nice website. Well, the scene is empty. People staying home on their own accord. Yes. Yeah, they probably heard the news about any stadium over 500 fans might get impacted. So, that's not taking effect until tomorrow, but just a bit of early preparation because, extra day. It's the same sort of situation, isn't it? With looking after each other, making sure you don't get it, anyone that's got the cold or something like that, and then just watching it at home as we currently doing so. So nice to see everyone in here. Got Getman. Here's a nicer look of the lineups in a different format. Move this over. So here's the Central Coast Mariners. They play a 4-2-3-1 with Burgidi in goal. Got Miller, Gordon, Tonjuk, and Clisby in defence. Got Kim and Steinis in midfield, as well as Howard, Jewick, and De Silva. And with Maui up top. For Brisbane Roar, they got Muratovic, they got McDonald in man. In midfield, they got Tingett, they got O'Neill, O'Shea, Bland, Gillespie, Aldred, and Neville in defence. They're touching hands. What the hell are they doing? Yeah, some people haven't learned there. Shaking hands, not okay at this stage there. Should be just walking past each other, wishing them good luck, maybe a fake handshake, but yeah, no contact is the approach that I'll go for if I was them. And you got Young in goal for Brisbane Roar. And it's nice that you get to see the different nationalities in the starting lineups there. So Brisbane Roar, they got, of course, quite a few Australians. So they got 8 Australians. They got a Scottish player, they got an English player, as well as an Irish player. They just lined up both teams and touched hands. Yes, not everyone has got that device there. Only a few teams have implemented no handshake rule, but at the end of the day, I suppose you're in close contact anyway, as it's the contact sport. So if you bump into each other, isn't that almost the same sort of impact as touching hands? That's what I'll sort of argue on that situation. Yeah, their website is awesome, lots of info. Yes, I did notice this website prior to you mentioning about it, but not too long before that, so yeah, it is a pretty helpful website. You get to find out quite a bit of information. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the stream there with this going on. So yeah, so for Central Coast, they got 8 Australians, or 7 Australians. They got a Kiwi in here, a Steinis, and they got a Serbian, a Scottish player, a South Korean player. South Korea really been impacted by that coronavirus there, so hopefully Kim Seun is okay for them. Substitute options. Got a Welsh player for Brisbane. Got a Kiwi with Kwambi, a goalkeeper, as an option. Got a Brazilian here for Central Coast, but for the most part, is mainly Australians, a couple of Kiwis, and a few other nationalities as well too in the mix. And got an English coach for Brisbane Roar, a fella. And who will want to be the coach of the Central Coast Mariners? In this case, it is Stranik. So, what do I think about this one? For me, I went for a 3-1 victory for Brisbane Roar. Calvin White's also got all of his predictions in as well too, please, this week's games, with Brisbane Roar winning 2-0. And Getman has gone for a 4-2 victory for Brisbane, I believe. So quite a few goals for you on that one. So we just have to wait and see. We should be able to see at least some goals. And we have kicked off there, as you can see, 15 seconds in. I guess I somewhat decided not to watch this match. Decided to go with some different updates there, because you get to see at match information, different statistics and things like that this way. Because I had so many different issues going on with actually watching the match myself there. I've somewhat given up for this week at least. And yeah, maybe try again for the next week. So you need to do your parts and keep me entertained a bit more. As the stadium empty, I believe it is reasonably empty. People taking extra precautions because of the coronavirus, but it's not completely empty. there are fans still in the stadium, but just not that many. But possibly from tomorrow, there might be no fans in the crowd. The crowd there, as the Prime Minister recently announced any events over 500 that's not important enough, like school, for example, will not be valid. They're like 500 people max. Oh, okay, so yes, maybe that 500 person rule has been taken into effect. And we do have a goal for them, that other random Russian game that I got up here. So 1-1 between Santov and Dolagpuni, as there's not really a lot of matches going on all around the world as well too. So lots of different postponements under all games. So we can have a brief look at that there. Look at all this postponements. Postponed Euro leagues, postponed USA, NBA, more postponements, Australian, China of course, Cyprus, Italy, Poland, Puerto Rico even, Slovenia, South Korea, Spain, USA, so lots of different countries involved there. Mariners with the ball to start, they are pressing hard, yes. The Mariners have been known to press hard and early starts to matches, but can they make the most of it? That is the question. As we can see here, 80% full possession for Central Coast. No shots, and no shots on target yet. But it's a good start for Central Coast Mariners, but are they able to keep it up? That is the issue. Because they previously had what's good first halves and good start of second halves, but ultimately fallen to pieces in terms of the results. If we have a look at the league table, the A-League, Central Coast Mariners all the way at the bottom. 11th place, losing the past 5 matches, only collected 14 points there this season. So just not good enough, only scoring 20 goals. For Brisbane Roar, they were 5th with 30 points. So they'll be looking for those top 6 positions to try and get into the playoffs there this season. So just 5 minutes in, so we're 4 minutes 15, pointing to this. So keep an eye on those statistics for this match here. So we've got 7 people there watching now, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and feel free to comment along with Gatman and National Sports Loaded. Will be much appreciated. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty boring game. Okay, we got a goal kick for Mariners. I was hoping they were going to give a bit more match summary on here as well too, but doesn't seem to be the case. What else have we got here? Count odds, $1.50 for Brisbane's. Head-to-head record. Last matches for Brisbane's, you have 3 wins, a draw and a defeat. For Central Coast, a 6-2 thumping loss here. Oh, they don't do it for the A-League always. Well, those extra statistics, I did see it somewhere else where they are able to update it all the time. Yeah, live commentary updated, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that now. Unless I'm able to get some other updates. Different website, I guess. We'll have a look. We'll have a look around. Say, Brisbane Roar against Central Coast Mariners. Some other website that'll be able to give us a little bit more information, I guess. So we've got 6 people in here now, and it's only been Gatman that's been commenting along there. So if you're able to hear me, get involved. Who do you think's going to win this game? How do you think Central Coast Mariners will get on? Can they stop the Watts and get some points? Do you reckon the Mariners could cause an upset to the War? I mean, they definitely could shine promises at times, but ultimately, no. I think this one will go to Brisbane Roar. Central Coast Mariners are just too bad defensively. They just can't keep clean sheets. Only like one in their last 45 matches or so. So it's pretty awful stuff there for Central Coast Mariners. The last A-League attendance at Brisbane venue was a kind of 5,150 back in 2010. Yeah, so we should find out, was it the actual 500 mats? Scroll down. Mariners going to win the league. Hello, Timmy P. Definitely not. They'll be lucky if they don't finish last this season. They are on course to finish 11th and finish bottom of the table for the third year in a row, unfortunately, for the Central Coast Mariners. And I don't see them winning the league for a very, very long time in this current state that they got. So feel free to tell me what you think about this game there, Timmy P. Obviously, you probably think that Central Coast Mariners will turn up and finally get a victory. But they won't win the league. They probably have an outside chance of getting in the top 6 and potentially winning the playoffs. But that must be very, very slim odds for that to happen, though. I just can't find any live updates here. I should type it on the Google. Because the flash score thing doesn't give it, as I've been told from Gatman. So it's still 0-0. So a good start for the Central Coast. Updates. Central Coast Mariners updates. News. Live blog. Preview. Their league. Should be under here somewhere. So I thought it was 2013 coronavirus got me good. Well, the coronavirus was only last year, and last year Central Coast Mariners were just as awful, so nothing's changed there. Now we're going to here. So we're like 9 minutes into this match here, 0-0. Here we go, some match commentary, so hopefully something comes up on here. What have we got? 8 minutes in, Brisbane's setting in with the ball. So Gatman's giving some nice updates. Here we go, here's some updates there. Central Coast Mariners shot blocked. Jordan Murray has a shot from outside the box, but as a Brisbane Roar defender. Central Coast Mariners fouls Yun King earns eye of referee Finganee for a push in the back of Scott Neville. Central Coast Mariners foul and another push as well too, so a couple of fouls and a shot blocked. So looking good for Central Coast so far. But Brisbane Roar have 75% possession, so controlling the game on the ball. But there'll be percentage odds to win the match, I think. 75% to win, 14% for the draw, 11% for Central Coast. Yeah, if we look at the statistics, so one way around 52% possession, 57% possession now for Brisbane, 43 to the Central Coast. And yeah, blocked shots, one blocked shot for the Central Coast. 55 passes for Brisbane, one ball into the area for Brisbane, but not a lot of chances so far. So that's the current situation. So we've got 7 people in here now, so get involved, add to the comments there. Hope they get my National Sports Loaded. Timmy P adds a few more different situations. We'll carry on talking about the coronavirus. I already talked about it for a good 45 minutes or so. We could talk about this particular match. How do you think the A-League is going to get on the season? But yeah, 11 minutes in at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane Roar's home venue. But nice to see quite a few people join in this live stream. And I can say now with quite light certainty, I am going to do the Melbourne City Western Sydney game there for tomorrow, just to try and give some people a bit more warning. that I am going to do that match at the same time tomorrow, so hopefully you guys tune in for that as well too. Will be quite helpful. Last time around, hardly anyone tuned up. I think it was just Gatman and a couple other people, so hopefully we get as big of an audience. Will be quite helpful. Try and gain on the subscribers, try and gain on the likes for the stream, try and increase the popularity, and hopefully all these graphic things are working out quite nicely as well too. Just different statistics, different summaries. Summary there, Brisbane Roar, a foul. Jack Ingott owns the eye of the referee, Finganee, for holding on to Jack Lisby. So not too much is happening. My prediction is Mariners 1-0, but I highly doubt it. Wow, that is a very bold pick there. National Sports Loaded, but you're the only one that's backed that, so I'll put that one in. Though to be fair, you were 12 minutes late to put your predictions in for A-League here, so I'm not sure if you're going to count you as you do the other 4 match predictions as well too. But we got myself, we got Gatman, and we also have Kevin White, who's predicted all 5 matches to see who does better on that front. So we've got another foul thing here for Central Coast Mariners. Jordan Maui conceded a free kick for tripping Scott Neville. But no yellow cards or anything being awarded there, so just some common play going on at the moment. But yeah, don't like Central Coast Mariners' chances. They're only giving them 9% at the moment. The first 12 minutes are any indication, I'll say both teams to score. Well, you can definitely say Brisbane will score. I can't see Central Coast Mariners keeping a clean sheet to save their life. Both teams give the ball away in terrible spots. Fair enough. I mean, Brisbane Roar aren't the best A-League side there's been. And for myself, I have gone for a 3-1 prediction for Brisbane. Gatman, I believe, has gone for a 4-2 victory. And Carlton White has gone for a 2-0 win for Brisbane Roar. So let's see who ends up the closest. And of course, National Sports Loaded going for 1-0 Central Coast Mariners upset. That would be something quite extraordinary if that happens. But we'll give him the lead going into the other 4 matches for the rest of the week though. Yeah, so 40.5 minutes in, it's flying by there with a couple of people joining in the comments, but I know there's a few other people out there. So you're saying there's still a chance to me P. Well, we'll have a look at the Central Coast Mariners, or the A-League table, and there's only a few matches left to go for the season as well too, so basically you have to win every single match to make the playoffs, I believe. So yeah, they played 21 matches, 14 points. They need at least 13 points to get up to 6. And they have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches left. So 15 points for Central Coast will get them up to 29 points. So, barely even alive for the playoffs. So it might become impossible actually. If they don't win this game, it'll be impossible for them to make the playoffs. But surely they would all come to that conclusion, regardless if they win or draw or lose tonight, because all the other teams have got extra matches as well too. Should have been 1-0. 1-0 to who? Go back onto the summary of the match commentary. Hello there, Sammy G. Nice you can join me. Central Coast Mariners shot on target. Chris Howard shoots, hitting smack bang at the centre of the net, and Jamie Young makes the save. So, bang. You can hold on to it there. So, chance for Central Coast. Apparently, they should have scored, but yeah, just not able to score as many goals as they should, really. Barely scoring a goal a game, so that's been letting Central Coast Mariners down. Especially if they concede as many goals as they do. They really need as many chances as they can get. Gold Cup for Brisbane's beautiful castle for Melbourne is wasted. Yes, there's been quite a bit of that recently. Did the Central Coast Mariners Adelaide game, and they were well and truly on top of that match. And Adelaide won that game very late on, a couple of late goals. And there was also another match there that the Central Coast Mariners were dominating, and yeah, just couldn't score. And that allowed the opposition to go on and end up winning that match as well too. So still 0-0, 17 minutes into this match. The Brisbane Roar foul. Tom Aldry concedes a free kick for tripping Chris Harold. And there's a shot blocked for Brisbane, so Brisbane with a chance. Gammon and I thought Wanderers had lack of finishes. Yeah, Mariners got them beats. At least you guys have Duke. Oh, well, when there was that 6-2 crazy result or something here, when Western defeated Central Coast 6-2. Yeah, that was a really crazy game there. Just so leaky, Central Coast. Yeah, those Western clubs have really been tuning on those goals there lately. If we have a look back on the matches, you can see that there was a lot of goals last week, so hopefully we see this many, about 25 or so, with Western United 5-1 winners over Adelaide. Also had Sydney defeating Melbourne victory 4-1, and the previous week we had this 6-2 barnstormer with Western United and Central Coast Mariners. So unbelievable stuff there. Central Coast Mariners have been scoring a goal in the last couple of matches, but well and truly outscored. 2, 3, 5 goal defeats for them. Now let's get back to the game. Duke was better at Mariners. Mitchell Duke was apparently better at Mariners, according to Timothy P there. How many years before Central Coast Mariners manages to get back to once they once were? They used to be one of those clubs that were fighting for the A-League season in, season out, getting into a couple of finals in a row there, and all of a sudden things are really going downhill for them. A couple of wooden spoons, and surely on course for another wooden spoon this season as well too. So you can just see the result probabilities change as we go through the minutes. So 70% for Brisbane, 12% for Central Coast now, and 18% for the draw. And some statistics for the game, updates. 54% for Brisbane, 46% for Central Coast. One shot for Central Coast on target, 1 blocked, few passes for Brisbane. No corner kicks. And no goals. But Brisbane Roar shots blots was the most recent chance. 18th minutes. Got 7 people watching the stream there, and it's only been Gatman, National Sports Load, and Timothy P. Oh yes, I was supposed to find out why it's called the wooden spoon. But luckily, I can just Google anything I like now using this OBS studio system, so we can find out why it's called the wooden spoon. Why wooden spoon? A-League. Sort of butchered a little bit. Now should have signed Usain Bolt. Yes, he was in there for some training sessions, and he did play like a 40 or 2 matches, but in the end apparently he just wasn't good enough, even though he managed to score a couple of goals. So that was unfortunate. They have all that pace in the world. So it would have been really exciting. I would have really enjoyed it if he did end up playing for them, but it didn't happen. Yeah, so here, a wooden spoon is given to an individual or team who has come last in the competition. The term is of British origin, but why? in the University of Cambridge, some kind of booby prize awarded to someone who got the lowest exam marks. So apparently, yeah, so someone that failed in the exams back at school there, it seems. The wooden spoon is the last souvenir of the competitive examinations in mathematics looked upon it and weak. Another great shot for Milner straight at the keeper, corner for the Roar. So all happening in the game now, so we better get back to it. As that's what I'm doing, 22 minutes in. And yeah, the latest updates. Central Coast Mariners shot on target. Milan Druick shoots to the low left-hand corner of the goal. Jamie Young makes the save. But Gatman's doing a lot better job of keeping you guys up to date on what's going on in this match. So feel free to listen to him. Upcoming games, we also got Sydney and Perth Glory, that's tomorrow. Got Melbourne City and Western Sydney, that's tomorrow. On Sunday's games, we got the Wellington Phoenix, my club, taking on Melbourne Victory. And we also got Adelaide against the Newcastle Jets. And for those games, I've gone for Sydney, I've gone for Melbourne City, I've gone for the Wellington Phoenix, and I have gone for Newcastle Jets to get themselves their victories. So it seems like we're all out of goals for this match here. With all those exciting games for last week. A 0-0 thriller here so far. Yeah, tomorrow I got my 5k park run on again. Last week I got 17 minutes 40, so it's a bit slower than what I've done on previous weeks. And 17:24 is the fastest time I got so far. So hopefully I can try and get another PB tomorrow morning. So why is it called the wooden spoon for last place teams? Yeah, well apparently it originated back in Cambridge there, as it was to do with a booby prize for someone that got the lowest marks. So it's just the prize that you don't want to receive. Even though it sort of feels like a reward to actually get a prize, like a trophy or something like that, but nope. A man down for war number 10. So we have an injury on our hands. Haven't got that update. You can see the percentages going down there for Brisbane Roar to win 69%. At Central Coast Mariners at the moment, so that's only had the shots on target 2-0. 2-0. Come on, Brisbane Roar, you need to get some shots on target. Now, but seriously, I kind of knew this before. Well, for the wooden spoon origin. Fair enough there. I'm sure I probably have investigated it before as well too. Oh, there was another thing that I was going to bring your attention to when I was searching about the A-League to do with the coronavirus and things. I also stumbled across some other news, and that was to do with an expansion of the A-League. If I can find that, I'll just search A-League expansion. A-League expansion. There was talks of it being expanded to 32 teams or something ridiculous. Okay, that I saw earlier. A-League Australia, A-League football. Now I can't find it, of course. Where was it? Where was it? A-League Australia football. Shots on target. Oh, Ollie. Hit. We've got some latest developments. 26 minutes in, still 0-0. And that percentage for Brisbane Roar has dramatically gone down to 61%. 24% for the draw, 15% for Central Coast Mariners. So I guess people are favouring Central Coast Mariners given how well they've started this game. But I just want to find out for the A-League expansion thing there. And the cards bets, financial backhaul, federation. Did see it somewhere, maybe it was under here or somewhere. Under the coronavirus expansion for the A-League. Oh, that's what, up here somewhere. Here. No. Ah, I can't find it. Okay. Another time. But there's thoughts of it being expanded to 32 teams though. In the A-League with different divisions, possible promotion relegation system, which would be quite nice as well too. Corner by the Mariners, headed straight at the goalie. Here we go. Yep, Central Coast Mariners shot on target. Close Howard shoots and mids high and straight at Jamie Young, makes the save. There we go. I managed to get an update for that one. There you get one. But it basically said as it said. Yeah, why do we need these live updates when we got Getman, eh? Other matches, nothing else really happening, 10:30 and stuff like that. Oh, it's 82 for 4 for the quicker game. And yeah, my Black Cats playing against Australia in an empty stadium. So, one eye on that game there. So, we need to somehow get 170 in the last 28 overs with just 6 wickets in hand. So, not looking too great clear for the Black Caps. Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. Brisbane Roar shot blocks. We see Muratovanik has a shot from outside the box, but is blocked by Central Coast Mariners defender. Got on the way. Yeah, 30 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Shot in the save for Brisbane, so they're getting the opportunities now. And Central Coast Mariners got a shot as well too, so all happening in this minute. So Central Coast Mariners with a shot on target. Daniel De Silva shoots slow and white in the middle of the goal, and Jamie Young makes the save. And then Central Coast Mariners shot off target. Jordan Malloy misses inside box and misses high and left. So Central Coast Mariners are definitely in this match there. It is one for the taken. Amazing save by the Roar as well too. So you can see these percentages all of a sudden dramatically decreased there for Brisbane. They were, 75% towards the start of the match, all the way down to 62% now. And the Central Coast are up to 15% to get themselves the victory. They had the opportunities, but their shots and conversion rates isn't the best, is it? But yeah, tuning into a bit of the good game now, so we better keep it on the swing there for more updates. We look at the stats. It's pretty even on the position, but four shots for Central Coast to none, and one on target as well. So yet another game Central Coast Mariners are dominating, but not scoring. Big issue for them. Can they get the goal that they crave so much? Well, we got 7 people watching the stream. We got National Sports Loaded, we got Timmy P, we got Gatman. I wonder who the other 4 people are. Don't be afraid to get involved. Put your thoughts, comments in. Doesn't necessarily have to be about the game. Other times, you usually have Toilet Man in here. He normally talks about a whole bunch of other things. With the coronavirus situation going on as well too. got the cricket match with Australia and New Zealand behind closed doors, and other Super Rugby matches in New Zealand with the My Crusaders team from Christchurch might be also impacted by that because they're supposed to play against the Sunwolves coming up in Australia, as the Sunwolves been moving grounds from Japan to Brisbane, I believe. It might actually be in Brisbane for that match. So that might have an impact. The no crowd attendances or postponed potentially. Okay, we've got a corner kick for Central Coast. So they're keeping up the chances here. Now in his habits, dominating the first half, always bold in the second half. Yes, definitely agree with that one there. And they're just not able to even take the lead when they are dominating as well too. Is an issue. And then just get slaughtered in the end, or just get taken apart, or by a team that's more clinical on their chances. So Central Coast Mariners shot blocked again, with Steiners has a shot from outside the box, but is blocked by a Brisbane defender. So another opportunity. Goal kick for Brisbane Roar. Yes, I'm up to date with that one there, Gatman. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to watch the game, how to do this commentary, as well as the comments from you guys as well too, so I can see the match as well. But just taking as it goes along, sort of new to this OBS studio, and able to have a look at these live updates as well too, but just not to deal with so many other streaming issues. And then it probably freezes up, so at least the stream works in quite nicely for you guys, so I get my 5, 8 to 10 viewers. Game is very physical, and the ref is letting them play it with no whistles. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, you like a ref that doesn't that's not too whistle heavy there. Otherwise, that sort of kills the game and atmosphere. If you blow the whistle every 30 seconds for any little push or any little arm shoulder charges and stuff, so you think you need to let a few things go. It's for the best for the game there. As long, of course, it's not anything major, then yeah, gotta like that, the sound of that. But yeah, now it's only 58% for Brisbane Roar to get the victory. Really interesting to look at that result probability shift as we go through these minutes. Only got 10 minutes to half time, no still, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, all Central Coast Mariners at this stage. Can Brisbane Roar get some shots on target? They got none. Central Coast has got 4. They don't even have a shot off target. It's all been blots. 1 to none, 2 blots to 2 blots. And Central Coast Mariners with slight more possession now as well too. So it's all looking very nicely for Central Coast. Oh, we've got a shot thing here video, but it's not playing that just in case of copyright issues. That's nice that they have a particular thing you can have a look at. Central Coast Mariners foul. Steiners concedes a free kick for tripping Braden Inman. Hello to all those 8 people there. Feel free to get involved in the comments. I'm responding to all of you guys' comments. So far we just got Gatman and Timmy P that just added in the odd comment there. But otherwise everyone else has been very quiet. So get involved, ask me some questions about my life or anything else about this football game, the coronavirus, or my winning, anything else. Gatman's giving some updates for this match as well too. So 36 minutes in, the Brisbane Roar shot blocks, and then has a shot from outside the box, but is blocked by Central Coast Mariners defenders. So Central Coast Mariners are putting their bodies on the line and preventing Brisbane Roar from having any shots on or off target. So that's pretty impressive if they can keep that up for the rest of this half. But there was a corner kick for Brisbane Roar. So let's see what they can do with it. I got 6 people in here, so thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Help me out quite a bit. Thanks. Defender Leesley, goal kick. Oh yeah. Somehow just a few seconds off my commentary there, Gatman. Brisbane Roar shot off target. Scott McDonald misses a shot from inside the box and is well off target to the left of the goal. So yeah, just a few seconds ahead of me on the important parts of the game. Unfortunately, so Gatman is giving you the updates just before I'm able to do so under here. Dangerous ball win for Brisbane Roar and it finds no one. Just somewhat waiting it to half time, really. Only got 7 minutes to go, plus some additional on time. Can we get any goals in this first half? Doesn't seem like it's coming, does it? And Brisbane Roar almost going down under that 50% to even win this match. I'm sure that will increase when the A will just actually score that goal. There's no way Central Coast Mariners are keeping a clean sheet here. Okay, we got a shot save for Central Coast here. 0-0. Give me that additional information. foxsports.com.au. Thank you. Brisbane Roar shot on targets. Adrian O'Neill shoots to the left of the goal and Mark Gingy makes a save. So Brisbane Roar finally has a shot on target. Took them 39 minutes, but they have done so. Only a minute afterwards they actually got a shot off target for the first time. And apparently it was almost a goal, but took a nasty deflection. And Brisbane Roar shot on target. Scott McDonald shoots to the top left hand corner and Mark Buigi makes a save. So top left hand corner. So a couple of opportunities there for Brisbane. Even though for some reason it decides to call it the Central Coast Mariners. How many more chances left to go for this first half, eh? Oh, we got a new subscriber, Timmy P has subscribed to my channel, so thank you very much there, Timmy P. I appreciate it, as we were in a bit of a slump there at 366 subscribers. So I believe I got 367 now, so nicely, slowly trying to work my way up to that 400 mark will be quite nice. Big save for the goalie, must have dislocated a finger. They popped it back in. Jeez. Dedication to the game, eh? Gotta take some injuries. Take some injuries for the team. Who knows, we might get into a situation where the goalkeeper has to be substituted just like we saw last week. With what Western United's goalkeeper was, they got substituted, but then they ended up easily winning that match, I believe, against Adelaide. So another shots. Brisbane Roar shot on target as well too again. Scott McDonald shoots to the top left hand corner and Mark Buengi makes a save. So pretty similar to what happened 3 minutes ago. And Brisbane Roar fell with Gillespie has given away the free kick. Oh, nice one there, Timmy P. Yeah, just something different. I don't usually have this up here, so testing the hot sports, testing flashscore.com website. So as we can see, my New Zealand cricket team 98 for 5, halfway through the 50 overs. So we're surely going to lose that cricket match there. And a couple of Russian teams are playing against each other. We got Saratov with a 2-1 lead. But yeah, not a lot else is happening in the world of sport. Usually it's a pretty quiet time regardless, but add that with the coronavirus cancellations, postponements, then you basically have nothing. Now it's back off the police playing much deeper. Yes, Brisbane Roar are getting their opportunities now, so it's just a matter of hanging on for the last couple of minutes to get to half time. Brisbane Roar with another shot on target. Scott McDonald shoots, headed out near the white post, and Mark Kapuringi makes the save there. So shot after shots in the past few minutes there for Brisbane Roar. So a bit of an onslaught here for them. So just survive these couple of minutes there, reassess, get to the changing rooms, and I would say give each other a high five for a great first half performance, keeping a clean sheet, but don't touch each other. Weak attempt by the War, they played it for a man down for Mariners. Okay, so Mariners down to 10 temporarily there. Man still down. Okay, so he's off the pitch at the moment, down to 10 men Central Coast. So can Brisbane make them pay just before half time, get themselves a 1-0 lead. And that will go a long way to deciding the result for this match, I believe. So just about made it to half time there, guys. And then we can feel free to discuss any other topics you want to talk about as we head into that half-time break as well too. Hopefully National Sports Loader comes back in. Hopefully Toilet Man has figured out that the A-League game was on tonight there, as well as whatever happened to Sammy G and a couple other regular viewers. But at the moment we got Gatman, we got Timmy P adding a few comments down and there. But otherwise it's mostly just Gatman, so get involved on what you think about this game so far, and do you think there'll be any goals in the second half? It seems like this game is heading for a 0-0 half-time scoreline. Brisbane Roar shot off targets. A man misses a shot from outside the box that is just too far right. So another opportunity for Brisbane. That's now them not able to take their chances. So it's 0-0 and Brisbane's only have a 50% chance of winning this match now, with half of the game gone. But they've still got another half of football, especially since Central Coast Mariners performed the worst in the second half. It'd be good to find out the statistics on the Central Coast Mariners second half performances, but I can guarantee that it's definitely worse than the first half, and this first half they haven't scored, so what does that say? So it probably should only be like a minute or so added on generally. Yes, there was a bit of a delay because of injuries and things. We're just about there, guys. 46 minutes. And Brisbane Roar shot off target and then misses a shot from outside the box that's just right. Oh yeah, that was recently. I just saw it just jumped up from 50 to 54% for Brisbane Roar to win, so Not sure the reason of that one. Guess people are starting to believe on the Central Coast also. That somehow switches the odds. If the supporters back one side, then the other side become further underdogs. So I guess that's what's happening. Brisbane Roar offside. The referee assistant has their flag outstretched as Wayman inmate is caught offsides. Otherwise, it would have been a goal for Brisbane Roar right at the death of this first half. So, but unfortunate for them. It was way too easy for a reason. Yes, indeed. Yeah. But sometimes you can score very easy goals, and it is onside, and everyone looks bemused. That's quite a funny situation. Everyone looks at each other going, I thought it was offside. I thought it was offside. But no, there was this other stupid twat that was playing onside. Okay, some reason they got rid of those recent events. Guess offsides doesn't really count in the analysis there. Oh, yeah, it's got removed, so the VAR checking to make sure it was offside or not. So we'll wait for further developments. And it's what, 1-0. 1-0. Brisbane goal. Scott McDonald opens the scoring for the match with his 4th goal of the season. Okay, so I guess there was one twat that was playing him on sides. So yeah, you have to be careful. Sometimes goals are scored quite easily. Yes, for the robots. Oh, Central Coast Mariners was so close to getting to half time, but unable to do so. We have a goal. We have a goal for Brisbane Roar. And what the hell? 94% to win. That can't be right. 94% for Brisbane to win after that goal. 94%. That must be a mistake, sure. We go from 50% for 0-0 to 94% with a goal. And 1% for Central Coast Mariners. You can't tell me they're only going to turn around this game 1 in 100 times. They can't be that bad, can they? I have to check the TAB odds to make sure on that one. But yeah, definitely get yourself on those 1 in 100 odds if that is correct. 45th plus 4th minute, we're still going. Brisbane will take the 1-goal lead into the sheds with Engi. Signals half time. Central Coast Mariners still wide on this one, but we need to score first after the break. So now it's what, a 2% chance to win, 6% for a draw, 92% for Brisbane Roar. But to me, that is extremely high to win a match. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look at my TAB sporting websites there. Mariners Major is livid. Feels the VAR was delayed. Yeah, I suppose you can't properly celebrate the goal until, well, in this case, I suppose you can't properly celebrate the offside call until the goal kick is taken, and then it's out of play and then can't be used. But yeah, it's always a bit harsh there when you think you got away with something. You think you got to half time, but actually you weren't able to do so. VAR has the coronavirus. De Silva being interviewed for the Mariners, really should have scored at least one. And Central Coast Mariners going to come back to woo those missed opportunities. According to my website there, $5 for the draw, $14 for Central Coast Mariners to get themselves the victory away from home. So that's what, a good 20%, that's a good 8% or so, but nothing like these odds here with 5% and 2%. So I'm not sure where they're getting their result probabilities from. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, $14 for Central Coast Mariners to turn around. Can't see any of this happening. Couldn't see happening before. Brisbane Roar should be a better side in the second half, and they were threatening that at the end of the first half as well too. They're the better sides after Central Coast Mariners dominating early stages of the game, but unable to score themselves. Other matches that's going on at the moment, if you're interested, got the North Queensland Cowboys against the Brisbane Broncos for the NRL. So first week of matches out in Australia for that series as well too. If you're interested in that type of stuff, that is rugby league. So that's 13 on 13 players, I believe, or 14 on 14 players, where you get to 5 possessions of the ball, and then on the last one you have to kick, and then score a try that way. This match here, Australia and New Zealand, we're basically going to lose this match in the cricket with no fans. What else is going on? Got Geelong and North Melbourne are playing. North Melbourne, huge favourites. Got a Gibraltar Open for some snooker match, I believe. Yeah, favourite animals at the zoo? Yes, my favourite animal is pigs. So yeah, feel free to keep those random questions in going there. It'll be quite helpful. Get us through this long 15 minutes half-time period. Okay, let's on to the Australian New Zealand cricket match a little bit too much. I was going to say what else we have on in terms of sports at the moment. Show all. Next show all. These are the things that are still going on. Oh, for some reason it keeps taking me to the cricket though. Move this over. Okay, so we got some Australian NPL matches that's just about to kick off as well too. So yeah, might as well tune my attention to this screen here. So I got those matches highlighted. These ones start at 10:30. These ones start at 10:45. So I got Dandenong City against Hindenburg United and Oakley Canyons against Green Gully. So if we have a look at them a little bit further. See what useful information we can get. You got anything cool like lions or bears? No, it's not that type of zoo. It's a wildlife reserve, so it's dangerous animals. We got some gibbons, we got some monkeys, but for the most part it's just these farm animals and native birds and things like that. So not Hawana Park when they have the lions. We don't have any bears. Don't have any bears in this country, I believe. So yeah, $2.25 for Heidelberg, $3.60 for the draw, $2.87 for Dandenong City for this match. So not up to date with my Australian NPL, but these are the teams' forms. So if we just move this over here so you can able to see it better. So Dandenong has lost a few, drawn a match. Heidelberg's won a couple of games, lost a few matches. Both not in best of shapes. Currently on the table, where are they sitting? Dandenong in 12th place. Pretty bad starts of the season. Just the one draw out of their 4 games so far. And Heidelberg, 2 wins, 2 defeats for them in the past 4 matches. Are the Nits involved with the Australian NPL, or does New Zealand have their own? One of the Nits is part of the A League, so nothing to do with the lower divisions out in Australia. The top flight in the A League, the Wellington Phoenix are involved with. And the other match that's happening is this Oakley Canyons and Green Gully game. Lions, tigers and bears, oh my, no, I don't have any of them where I work. They're quite dangerous creatures if you have to deal with them. But yeah. But I've seen lions, I've seen tigers before, I've never seen a bear before, so yeah, that'll be a different experience. But I'll have to go to probably the USA or somewhere else for that, as we don't have any bears in New Zealand. So $1.40 for Oakley Canyons, $4.50 for the draw, and $7 for Green Gully. And on the table for them, Oakley Canyons, they're second place, 3 victories and a draw. Green Gully, quite a few defeats and won their last match. So I've got to thank the Oakley Canyons. Must be an awesome job. Yes, it is. I'm more of a maintenance worker, so nothing to do with the actual animals themselves, but maintaining pathways, and weeding and things like that. But yeah, it's still quite a nice job. You're stuck inside, but you don't have to do too much work there normally there, Gatlins, so you're also pretty lucky. Just maintaining different equipment, making sure it's up to standard. But otherwise, you just get to sit back and watch my streams. So yeah, 1-0 for Brisbane Roar, a very late goal scored just before half time, and now they find themselves with a 93% chance of winning, but as we discovered, it's more like 80% or so. You have to say 93% is pretty ridiculous. $1.22 for Brisbane, $5 for the draw, and $14 or so for Central Coast. But look at the statistics for this match so far. Seeing Brisbane with more of the possession, 59%. Central Coast with 41%. Both having the same shots on targets, and 2-1 for Brisbane Roar. Do you want to work with the animals? Yes, I'm very lucky. Well, sometimes I do somewhat work with the animals. I have been known to feed some of them before and clean up their pens as well too back in the day. Watching soccer while getting paid is the dream. Yes, indeed. Nice for some. Meanwhile, I'm doing all this commentary for free, so, you know, sucks to be me. So 216 passes for Brisbane, 145 for Central Coast. Brisbane's really getting into the swing of things later on in this match. Yeah, another look at the lineups. Got Jamie Young, got Neville, Aldry, Glisby, Hingett, O'Neill, Bashir, Bwan, McDonald, Murtovic, Inman for Brisbane. And substitute options, they've got Quamby, Bells, Holloway, Windsor Halls, Akabawi, Drewin, and Powell. For the Central Coast, they've got Bulgredi in goal, they've got Milner, they've got Gordon, Tongyik, Glisby, Kim, Steiners, Jewick, Howard, Murray, and Da Silva. And substitute options they can choose from, got McGlinchey in goal, got Pearce, Sylvia, Simon most likely going to come on because he's a pretty famous player for Central Coast. Marlene, Nisbet, and Jaya. And Jaya, I know he's been able to play a few matches or so too. But yeah, after once I do this live stream there, I'll definitely check out these different shots, opportunities. Try and catch up on some of the key moments for this game that I missed. Top players for fantasy points, if you guys are doing this at all. Got McDonald's 5-2 over Bringetti. Got Inman winning 4-1 over Held. Jamie Young at 2-1 over Glisby. So it seems Brisbane Roar getting the better of things on the fantasy points as well too. Most effective tackles, 2 each. I got 1 for Central Coast here, 2-1 with Tongi, and 1-1. Total shots, Scott McDonald with 4-2. Inman 2-2. O'Shea 1-1. Silver. And most completed passes, 38 passes for O'Neill to 24 for Tonyak, 26 for Hingett against 21 for Kim, and 24 for McDonald against 19 for Gordon. Seems Mariners had a good 20 minutes of pressing at them for the half. Yeah, but the second half is just going to be one-way traffic for Brisbane Roar. because Central Coast Mariners will have to come out of their shell. They were left in quite a bit more exposed in the second half as well too. So the floodgates might open again for Central Coast, and hopefully for their sake they don't concede at 6 goals like they did against Western United. You don't want to see that happen. It's kind of funny. No one backs them to any results here. If you look at these odds, 5% for the draw, 2% for the win. It's kind of funny. That's pretty depressing at the same time if you're a Central Coast Mariners fan. But there's only one goal in it, so they're definitely alive in the match. And so far, early stages in the NPL games, still got 0-0 games with Ding Yon City against Heidelberg United and Oakley Canyons and Green Gully against each other. Oh, and some other stuff has happened in this Russian game there. 3-2 for Dongo Punidi, a Russian club against Saratov. 3 goals for 2, so high scoring, entertaining match out in Russia at least. And yeah, the Black Caps 125 for 5 for 30 overs. We need 133 in the last 20 overs with only 5 wickets in hand, so it's not looking good in the cricket. Hey, how long have we got left to go there? Does anyone know? Fun fact, we call Simon the Goats as he grew up playing for East Gosford, Wams on the coast. As this Simon for Central Coast. Simon, Matt Simon. So we're talking about Matt Simon, right? They went, I guess, had to defend deep. Yes, indeed. So my thought is they saved their gas for the last 20 minutes. If they can do so, that's the idea for Central Coast. And are we talking about Matt Simon there? Timmy P? As he grew up for playing for the East Gosford Wams on the coast. Sounds quite whiny. NBL final in 50 minutes. Nice one. So they'll be wide at the end of this match there. You get to switch from one game to another game there, Gatman. So at least there's still some matches for you to enjoy. Who knows how long we're actually going to see these matches go on for. Yes, second match is underway. Got the timer back up again here. So we're 45 minutes, 40 seconds in. So let's get back to the action. And straight away, got some... Paganini, the referee blows his whistle to begin the second half. Okay. I thought there might have been an early chance, but no, it's just the referee blowing his whistle, because apparently that's worthy of an update. Oh, I might just have a bit of a lie down there. My neck's getting a bit sore. Oh. Move over here. So I got 6 people in here, but just the Gatman and Timmy P that's making the comments at the moment. So get involved, make some jokes, talk about the game, any other A-League matches coming up, or anything else there. Just Gatman doing all the work. Picking Sydney or Love, deciding game 3 for the NBL. Yeah, but we'll be in front of an empty stadium though, so that won't make for an exciting atmosphere. But hopefully it'll still make for an exciting match though. Phone's dying, I'll be back in about 10. Okay, fair enough there. Timmy P, I'll see you then. Who knows, it might be 2-0 at that stage. Brisbane Roar can continue on what they did at the end of this first half. We have a shot for Brisbane Roar. got a shot. Shot off targets with Gillespie missing a shot from inside the box that goes just over the bar. So another opportunity for Brisbane to early stages of the second half there. So as I predicted, Brisbane were going to come out stronger in the second half as well too. So who's going to be closer to getting the quick scoreless game? Carvin White has gone for a 2-0 victory for Brisbane Roar, so he might have the best opportunity for the quick score for the game. Meanwhile, I've gone for a 3-1 victory for Brisbane, and Gatman has decided to go for a 4-2 victory for Brisbane. So don't see where these other 5 goals are coming from though, but have to wait and see. Entertaining second half ahead, or a tight affair like the first half. Got a foul for Brisbane's 49th minute. Yeah, so Scott McDonald opens the swing for the match with his 4th of the season. Good lead up work by Braden Inman. The cross was spotted and Scott McDonald slotted the goal low and wide. It's the only goal so far in this game. So Central Coast Mariners foul. Steiners earns the eye of the referee for a push on the back of Scott McDonald. And Central Coast Mariners fell again, with Tongic earns the eye of the referee for holding on Mercer Matonovic. So Central Coast Mariners, are they starting to lose the plot in this game? That's the question. They're up against the wall. And we've got a foul for Brisbane Roar this time, so a succession of fouls in a few minutes. Now, thank you guys. Lots of people that's watching the stream there basically made it all the way through to this moment, 51st minute, so I appreciate it. Even though that not all of you are getting involved in the chat comments there. Guess it's not for everyone, but appreciate you to stick it out and watch and follow along regardless. Come on, give me some updates on that Brisbane foul, please. Since the chat seems to be dying a little bit. Yeah, the last comment, phone's dying, I'll be back in about 10, so I'm desperately waiting for Timmy HP to come back. Oh, we got Cardman 22 in here now. Do the A-League have a crowd? Yes, they currently do have a crowd, but a very, very small crowd, and for tomorrow, possibly it might be closed stadium as a potential possibility for upcoming matches. We might have no fans. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, upcoming A-League possibly here might not have an audience, but we can have a look if you would like to see if there's any further developments on that situation. Currently, Scott McDonald's got the lead for Brisbane Roar. Yes, so to go over here with crowds, but ban. Here's a news website there. Crowd ban for all Australian sports, despite FIFA hopes for business as usual. So yeah, non-essential gatherings of more than 500 people are banned from Monday. So yeah, banned from the following week. After Monday, they won't. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Australia quits their card man. According to this website, yeah, according to the womensgame.com website, the A-League and W-League games after this weekend will not probably head. So this week's matches seem to be safe, I suppose, because of all the people that's probably booked out the grounds. They don't want to make that drastic call to refund all the fans. So they just decided to do it on the following week. And hopefully not too many people get the virus before then. Well, any at all, really. As they're taking the risk for this week's matches, considering it's that serious. Yeah, exactly there, Carmen. And you might get a situation like with the Italian League and the Dutch League and the Spanish League and the American leagues where they just completely suspended the season. So we have to wait like a whole another month for those matches to kick off again. And so we're going to see the same situation in the A-League where we might not actually have any matches at all in front of fans or not in front of fans, because it also depends on whether or not any of the players or the coaches or staff involved get the virus as well too. It's all well and good of keeping the fans away, but at the same time, everyone else that is actually playing the game or at the stadium is susceptible to the virus as well too. Got a shot for Brisbane, and it got taken away for some reason. Here it is again. Brisbane Roar shot off targets. Muratovic misses the shot inside the box, so it's just too far right. Yeah, I made a whole separate video about that car, man, about the coronavirus and the impact on the sport there. I think I went for a good 45 minutes. We had Gatman in that stream as well too, so feel free to check out that replay if you're interested. Yeah, cover all these different divisions and potential other video ideas I could do to fill in the spots, since I usually do the Serie A Italian division. I normally do the American MLS division as well as the La Liga Spanish division as well too, and those are out of action at the moment. And also Aalborg, Danish club there, and that was one of my most exciting when the club series videos coming up in Denmark. So that's been postponed as well too. So quite a lot of postponements being made in the world of sport, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. "56 minutes into this game now at Suncourt Stadium. Hopefully you're able to read the text and everything go right there. Nate, what's the West name? The West name says quite a few times during the text. I'll go back. Awenzi Fagini. This guy's name. Awenzi Fagini. Get a look at it. This guy can't be bothered. I love it. Oh, he's from Iran. Ooh. Iran referee. Considering how bad the coronavirus is in Iran there, that's pretty risky stuff if he's coming straight from Iran. No wonder why Australia's been impacted by the coronavirus by quite a bit, because this guy's from Iran. This guy here, officiating, Fake Heaney. So how long has he been in Australia for? Some questions have to be asked about him. Is he in good health himself? He's not even running to the ball, just standing and walking. Is he getting ill? Is this a sign of things to come? Or am I just starting something? Yeah. Didn't realise this guy was from Iran there, so that's a bit risky. hopefully he's been in Australia and New Zealand for this whole entire A-League season, and then he would be more so unaffected by things. Some reason we dropped all the way down to 2 viewers here, unfortunately. We were maintaining 6 or 7 viewers for the whole of the first task, so sad to see you guys go, but hopefully you got enough entertainment. Got half an hour left to go in this game there. Central Coast Mariners only 1 goal down, but it's kind of ridiculous the odds that they're giving them to turn things around. Only 4% for the draw, 1% for the win. Yeah, it is a possibility to get one. Yeah, and if that's the case, the whole entire A-League season will be postponed, of course, so hopefully not. Meanwhile, other games, we have a 1-0 lead there for Mowbray Jets over Campbelltown City. For you guys that follow the NPL, they got themselves a lead, and still 0-0 for these couple of games between Danmone City and Heidenberg United and Oakley Canyons and Green Gully. And 3-2 the final score over Russia. And yeah, New Zealand's even worse situation, 148 for 6 after 33 overs. So yeah, not going to happen in the cricket match. Back to the game. 1-0 Brisbane's coming up to the 60th minute mark. Chance for some substitutions to be made pretty soon, I guess, as well too. But we had quite a few viewers there tonight, so I appreciate it, you guys. Just hopefully get a bit more involvement in terms of asking questions, other comments there. Mostly just me and Getman, with a couple of other people adding a couple of other pieces down there. But yeah, the stream flows a lot more nicely if we have a few people talking about a few different topics. Otherwise, I have to try and come up with all the different topic ideas myself. Let's look at the statistics for the match then. So Brisbane Roar 59%, so they're gaining on it. And now it's 4 shots each and 5-1 on target for Brisbane. So they're really turning things around on that front. 299 passes, a few different tackles, a few saves. And there's your player weightings. Who's going to get the Man of the Match award? Oh, yeah, for Central Coast. All those guys that appreciate the statistics. I appreciate it, Nates. Thank you there, Gatman. Yeah, my most loyal follower there, subscriber, and you often come along for all these watch-alongs, as well as quite a few of my other videos, live streams, so yeah, really appreciate it. So hopefully a few of you guys follow Gatman's example, will be really nice. Brisbane Roar shot blocks, and then has a shot from outside the box, but is blocked by a Central Coast Mariners defender. So Brisbane Roar are still creating all these opportunities. So if you look, Brisbane Roar 61st minute, 57th minute, 55th minute, 48 minutes. So everything going Brisbane Roar's way in the second half here. And these percentages must look pretty tragic if you're a Central Coast Mariners fan. Yeah, but let's have a look at this Alberg, because I was going to do this Alberg video there today for the Danish League, but I suppose that was postponed today or yesterday because it didn't have this postponement. announcement up there recently. I was supposed to play against Esbjerg in Denmark there, and Midtjylland's managed to win the title just the last following week. So well done to them for winning the title. And these two teams, with Aalborg in 6th place there, and Esbjerg all the way down in 13th. So that was the match I was going to preview. But I guess I don't have to worry about it for a wee while now. But yeah, if we go on to the news. Yeah, 4 Danish league players in quarantine after meeting Thomas Klangenberg. That was a week ago. And I briefly sort of mentioned about that when I was doing the Aalborg match as well too. And yeah, all those matches went ahead. So just a little bit behind schedule. Or a little bit late to actually take full effect these postponements, aren't they, at times? But they got there in the end. And back to the game. Still 1-0. Central Coast Mariners making a substitution. Jordan Maui is replaced by Jar. And Chris Howard is replaced by Sam Sylvia. So a couple of subs. And Gatman has also made the comment of substitution for Central Coast. So I'm on to that one. So a double change. Can they be super subs final 25 minutes to try and get a result? Yeah, what happened to Timmy P? He said it was going to be back in 10 minutes, 18 minutes ago, so he's well overdue to come back now. He was going to charge his phone, but there's no sign of him yet, so he's taking a bit longer than expected. So hopefully he comes back pretty soon. They need the DR. What do you mean by the DR, Gatman? They need the fresh leads, so yes. Yeah, see if, look out for these guys here. See if Chris Howard and Jordan Maui can make any impact. Here's the Howard, Jewett coming off. Sylvia and Jar are actually the players that's coming on off the bench. You getting sleepy nights? Friday nights, no parties? Yeah, well, got this A-League match to follow along to. I'm not too sleepy there, but I'll probably get to sleep not too long after the stream. Man, the game has been boring ever since I started watching the second half. Yeah, it's all been Brisbane Roar as of yet, but there's still some excitement to be involved, and we don't know what the result of this game is still going to be. Brisbane Roar seems the more likely opponents to go on and win this game, but Central Coast Mariners, all they need is a single goal to get some out of this match. So Brisbane Roar can't lose the plots. They need to keep a cool, calm, collective head and finish the job off, as for them, these matches are more relevant to try and get into that top 6 for the Central Coast. They just got work to do just to avoid the wooden spoon. Their hopes of playoffs are dead. So there's a lot more incentive for Brisbane Roar as well too to get the job done. And last opportunity in front of home fans as well too, just to get that extra motivation. But yeah, try and get a reasonably early enough night to try and have a crack at beating 17.24 for the 5Ks tomorrow would be really impressive there. Down at Hackney Park in Christchurch. Any other goals for the NPL matches? Have a look over here. Yeah, Black Caps are still going, but yeah, 100 runs and 15 overs with only 4 wickets. Yeah, not going to happen. Green Gully got themselves a 1-0 lead against Oakley Canyons. We could take a look at that briefly. Well, there's not a lot going on for the A-League. Solomon scoring. Big chance for the Mariners, apparently. Okay, we better switch over then. Just when I say there's not a lot going on. Great delivery off the set piece finds a War defender. So there you go. Still alive. All it takes is one chance, one opportunity, and possibly snatch a point. Even though apparently they only have a 3% chance. Also, Melbourne Jets has got a 1-0 lead over Campbelltown City. For you guys that's interested. Goal score on that game. Doesn't say. That's the one that's been following the NPL in Australia. Thought I'll let you know. Hey, Timmy P, you're a little bit late than what you said you're going to be, but thank you for coming back. 11:04, and you said 10 minutes, 23 minutes ago. So, yeah, a little bit off schedule there. Anyway, 70 minutes into this match, you haven't missed another goal, fortunately for you. Still 1-0 for Brisbane Roar. But the match very much still alive. 20 minutes to go against Central Coast Mariners. Find a goal. This one. Brisbane Roar foul. Scott McDonald earns the eye of the referee for push in the back. So free kick for Central Coast Mariners. Yeah, the latest on the statistics. 59% possession for Brisbane. 4 each. Shots on target. 5-1. Off target. And Brisbane's more passes, more crosses, more balls into the area, more corners. Central Coast had to do more defensive tackles, got more intercepts though, had to make more clearances, and 7 saves in total in this match, so the goalkeepers have been busy. John Cosmina had a lot of hair put in. That's more of the comments I like to hear. Thank you for the 6 people that's currently watching this live stream there. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel there, and feel free to get involved in the live chat. So far we've got Gatman and we've got Timmy P that's getting involved there. Haven't missed much obviously. There's been a few shots and other things. Brisbane's with a few opportunities more so. But yeah, no more goals though. Here's some of the updates for you since you were gone. So we got Brisbane Roar that's making a substitution. Got Topanek is replaced by Alan Holloway. Yeah, I don't think this week is going to have that 25 goals or 24 goals in those 5 games like we've seen. Yeah, I think this week we might see 2 or 3 goals in 1 or 2 matches, and then we might see just what a 1-0 victory here, it seems like. So, yeah, can't all be 6 or 7 goal thrillers. Sometimes it's those 1-0 Gwayne Arts important 3-point matches as we get closer to the playoffs. We should have a look what this does to the A-League table there. Definitely helps out Brisbane Roar's chances to try and make that top 6. Currently, they move up to 4th place. Shall they get this victory? But they have played a couple more matches than the likes of Perth, Western Adelaide, Western Sydney, and Melbourne. Well, everyone really. In the first game of this week, plus all the bye system is working as well too. Oh my god, obvious penalty, and again the ref can't be bothered. Okay, we better go back there, and we might have a VAR decision being involved here. If that's clear and obvious, it will get overturned because of the use of VAR. So it's not just up to the ref that can't be bothered, as the guys upstairs have they bothered to look back at it as well too. No robots to the rescue. Clear foul on the bots. War should have a penalty. Wow. Well, apparently, if the guys and the robots disagree, then it's not clear and obvious, because otherwise there would be a penalty kick. So Brisbane Roar, 4th place. Shall they get this victory before the other teams play their matches coming up? For Central Coast, it'll be another defeat in a long stretch of defeats in a row. Just the 4 victories this season. So pretty awful. 5 points adrift of Newcastle Jets in 10th place at the moment. So Central Coast Mariners shot off target. Sam Sylvia misses a shot from outside Watts. That sails way over the bar. He heads like another crack at that one. So an opportunity for Central Coast. They're not giving in. They may be having an awful season. They may be having an awful 3 seasons, but they're still giving it a good go to try and get something out of this match at least. I'd like to hear your opinion later. Mark the minutes and check the highlights. Yeah, I'll probably just we watch the highlights for this match later on. Yes, we watch the main highlights for this game and see if it was what you say it was an obvious penalty kick, but you also get the referee that gets involved, and you have the VAR officials as well too that has a look back at it. So for everyone to miss it seems unlikely though. Must have had a different perspective on matters. So Brisbane Roar foul. Corey Brown gets tackled on Lewis Miller. All one and concedes a free kick. And 2 fouls back to back after a handball from Jay O'Shea. And another foul. So it's a session of fouls from Brisbane. Jack Hinglet concedes a free kick for charging Sam Sylvia. Chance for Central Coast Mariners to push forward. See if they can do it. So far, May Gatman and Kevin White is all backed Brisbane to win this match. So it'll be all 1 out of 1 going into the 4 upcoming matches. We've also got Sydney against Perth Glory tomorrow. We have Melbourne City against Western Sydney. we have Wellington Phoenix against the Melbourne Victory, and we also have Adelaide against the Newcastle Jets. And I have decided I am doing a watch-along for the Melbourne City Western Sydney game at least. Not sure on the other matches as of yet, but I'll be back again for the same time tomorrow night for that game if you guys are interested. Do know that I have at least one or two people that are going to check me out on that stream there, so I thought I'll give that one a go as well too. If the foul is called, just assume it's a full-on rugby tackle. So they're getting away with a lot, are they? But there's a lot of fouls that's going on here, see? 76 to 78th minute mark. Brisbane's conceding 3 fouls back to back to back. And Central Coast Mariners giving away a foul now as well too. Steiners concedes a free kick for tripping Aaron Holloway. That's the latest. But can we please get another goal out of this match? Yeah, it does seem like Harvin White's 2-0 victory for Brisbane Roar is the most accurate prediction of our lots. Had a 3-1 win for Brisbane's, and Gatman had a 4-2 victory. Finally, foul awarded, dangerous free kick for Brisbane. Yeah, Brisbane Roar shot blocked. JSG has a shot from outside the box. That is blocked by Central Coast Mariners defender. So Brisbane tried to look for that second. As we only got like 10 or so minutes left to go in this game. $80 minutes. Any other goals to update you on? Still 1-0 for Mulberry Jets against Campbelltown City, and still 1-0 for Green Gully against Oakley Canyons for these NPL games. Situation for the Crickets, 170 for 8 now for New Zealand, so just 2 wickets to lose. Anyway, somehow need to get 78 ones and 12 overs, so by 89 ones, 23 balls remaining, so that's not going to happen. So just playing out to a death on that match there. Central Coast Mariners with a shot blocked. Steiners has a shot from outside the box, but it's blocked again for Brisbane Roar defender. So opportunity there, they're not done. Now it's turning on the police. Holds White's. There's been quite a few shots blocked though in this match there, so it's somewhat impressive from a defensive point of view for both sides. And another foul. This time for the Central Coast. Steiners committing the foul, holding on to Scott McDonald. And looks like Central Coast Mariners making their final substitution. And as Jewick is replaced by Michael McGlinchey. So we look at that, you can see on the lineups that Central Coast have made 3 substitutions on this one here. So McGlinchey, Sylvia and Jaya on the pitch, with Jewick, Howard and Maui coming off. And for Brisbane's, they just made the 1 substitution with Holloway coming on for Muratovanik, so they've still got 2 more to come on. 2 more to come on. Yeah, McGlinchey is on the pitch now. Can he be the inspired impact that the Mariners are craving desperately? Yeah, definitely be hoping so. Central Coast Mariners just don't want to just keep on losing. So many defeats in a row. Surely they just need to keep rid of them from the A-League. If they get a win and spring for the 3rd season in a row, they're just not good enough to just stay in this division. Need to replace them for one of these other sides that will probably perform quite a bit better. The likes of Oakley Canyon, Spring Gully, Dangmon City and Heidenberg United might be better replacements. But make me eat my words, the Central Coast, if you do somehow get a goal. McGlinchey, FSS, another old slow club legend. Yeah, McGlinchey's been there for quite a long time, hasn't he? How long's McGlinchey been at the squad for? Sounds like you are a Central Coast Mariners fan there, Timmy P. There must be really frustrating stuff there. Seeing loss after loss, wooden spoon after wooden spoon. But yeah, maybe it's a good time for a big shake-up for the Central Coast Mariners once the end of the season comes around. Michael McGlinchey is a New Zealander international footballer. Yes, he does play for my country. He's 33 years of age now. So I can't be too mean on Michael McGlinchey. He's one of my own. Previously, he's been in the Scotland's under 20 and under 21 side though for a few caps there, so that's a bit controversial. Before coming to New Zealand since 2009, and yes, he was one of those players that was playing for 100 minutes, 85 appearances, 11 goals. Central Coast Mariners 20 appearances and hasn't scored. So that's some crazy statistics there. So Central Coast Mariners definitely making him quite a bit worse. So he needs to come back to the 100 minutes when he can actually score some goals. So no goals from 20 appearances for the Central Coast is pretty shocking. Aidan O'Neill has been shown a yellow card by the referee for Brisbane. Brisbane Roar shot on targets. Holloway shoots low and White in the middle of the goal, and Bulgari makes the save. McGlinchey is not a New Zealand name. Well, not a family name, but represents New Zealand now. He did represent Scotland beforehand. Oh, a couple of yellow cards in quick succession here. Coming up to the end of this match. Yellow card for Brisbane. 2 and 2 minutes. Brisbane Roar foul. Tom Aldry gets the tackle on Sam Sylvia all wrong and concedes a free kick. And got a second substitution for Brisbane's, with Inman is replaced by Ackberry. Another rugby tackle. They're playing the wrong game there, Brisbane. Can show you the Super Rugby there. The Hurricanes managed to beat the Chiefs there in New Zealand there today, 27-24. And this game here, big question with my Crusaders side against the Sun Wolves. If that's going to be played or not tomorrow. And these other matches here. So back to the match. As Simon on for Central Coast, if we have a look at these substitutions, believe Simon did come on, didn't he? No, he didn't come on. Matt Simon didn't come on. It was Dreyer, Sylvia, and McGlinchey. So no, Simon didn't come on off the bench. So yeah, I would have picked him to come on, because I know he makes quite a bit of impact for the side. But yep, no Matt Simon. So a couple of minutes left to go, plus any additional time for this match. So just winding down the clock. Brisbane's trying to soak up all the possession they can get and get themselves a crucial 3 points out of this match. Central Coast Mariners have 1 or 2 last minute chances in store for them. See if we get any yellow cards for time wasting for Brisbane. Can we see a dramatic equaliser for Central Coast? The seconds are ticking by. There's no further updates. Is this the end of things? 99% win possibility there for Brisbane. 1% for the draw for Central Coast. Can they do it? 4 minutes, you think, extra time? Yeah, generally it's about 4 minutes. There hasn't been too many stoppages in play, has there been, Getman? There's been a few fouls committed, but nothing more than normal, really. Central Coast Mariners foul in Yun Kim earns the eye of the referee for holding on to Alan Holloway. So not what they can afford there, committing a foul in the 90th minute. So Brisbane will take their time over this free kick there. Try to wind down the clock, head towards the corner kick flag, and get themselves the win. Is my thinking. So 90th minute now. They still have almost the same chance of winning as half time. What, 1%? I think this 1% is just for a draw though, with what, 0% for a win. Well, they had a 1% chance of winning to a 2% chance of drawing or something. Only added on time remains, not called extra time, because that assumes we're going to have 30 minutes with 15-minute halves. In this case, it's just injury time, which just extra few minutes that's added on. So, how much additional time do we have there, Gatman? 3 minutes. Oh, only 3 minutes. That's quite surprisingly low. It's been a good one, mates. Enjoy the rest of your nights. So, don't go just yet there, Timmy P. We've still got crucial 2 minutes to get through. You don't want to see a last minute equaliser. Just stay until the end there, just to confirm that it is going to be a 1-0 victory for Brisbane. And then I'll let you on your way. Can they do it? 2 minutes to go. One last chance for everyone forward, for the goalkeeper forward. Yeah, one last chance. Corner kick for Central Coast. So this is the opportunity. Send the goalkeeper up there, send everyone up there, and really go for it. Even though it is just 4 points, it stops that one of so many defeats in a row for Central Coast. And won't they love just to do that at least? Well, for Brisbane's, they just have to defend one last time. Don't do anything stupid, and it is cleared. And that's surely just about it, coming into the final minute. Brisbane's had the ball killing time. Yeah, fair enough there. Fair enough, you can't blame them for killing time at this late stage in the game. Last thing you want to do is concede a goal with seconds remaining. So just waiting here for the inevitable, just waiting for that full-time whistle to blow, and for Brisbane to get themselves a 1-0 victory. Now it's just standing there, shameful. Okay, so 93 minutes, Brisbane Roar shot blocked. O'Shea has a shot from outside the box, but it's saved. So last opportunity there for Brisbane Roar actually to get themselves a 2-0 win. But it's all academic. Central Coast Mariners do get a block in, but there's not going to be enough time, is there, for any more shenanigans in this match? I'm just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle. Can we get a second goal? Oh, hello there, Tech Try Lim. You came right at the death of this game there, but nice to see you. Nice for someone new to get involved there. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It would help me out a lot. And yeah, we're not going to see a second goal. We're basically going to see the full-time whistle blow, and that is it. That is full-time. It's a 1-0 win for Brisbane Roar. That is it. Brisbane Roar get themselves the 3 points in this match here. Central Coast Mariners unable to score a goal this time around. Falling to yet another defeat. Haha, I'm in trouble for not leaving because I got stuff to do. At least Mariners haven't conceded yet. Yes. But the game is over now there, Timmy P there, so yeah, for you to leave now. It is official. It is a 1-0 victory for the Brisbane Roar over the Central Coast Mariners. So, must be frustrating if you're a Central Coast Mariners fan. Just losing game after game after game. They had their chances, but early in the first half. But again, not making the most of it. 5 to 4 shots for Brisbane. 5 to 2 on target as well too. There was quite a few blocks in this game. 6 to 3. In terms of shots, they could have been on targets, but defense were reasonably strong. And yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys. So anything else you want to discuss before we get going there, Gatman? Or Tech Try Lim? Or Timmy P? Feel free to do so. Otherwise, put in the comment section below. Check out all my other videos to a whole bunch of other European League predictions, some Club Series videos, and other cup competitions and other things. And also looking for other ideas since a number of European leagues are suspended because of the coronavirus. There's talks about doing the Bolivian League as well as some other strange leagues like Saudi Arabia, Egypt and things. Yeah, I sent that just before full time. Yeah, fair enough there, Timmy P. I'm out there, Gatman. Okay, yep, see you later, Gatman. See you later, Timmy P. See you later, Tech Try Lim. Thanks for watching yet again. And I'll see you tomorrow night when I'm doing the Melbourne City Western City live watch along as well too. Yes, see you then, Gatman. And thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, cheers.